Here it is Thursday, April 22nd, and apparently the word of the day yesterday was accountability. Accountability was hashtagged by Lebron James with regards to a shooting that happened before he had all the facts, before he decided to gather all the information. And he wanted to hold the police officer accountable before anybody really got into anything and saw things. And then when he realized, wow, I made a mistake, what he did was took the tweet down. Okay, so while we're at it, let's talk about accountability. Okay, and he didn't apologize for the tweet. He basically tried to clarify that he was angry and that's why he tweeted that. All right, so I want to talk about accountability. Let's discuss accountability. Why don't we start with accountability with regards to the pandemic? Let's start with accountability there because accountability is part of the problem. If 78% of the people that have succumbed to coronavirus and to COVID-19 in America suffer from obesity, well, we need to discuss about accountability there. Where's the accountability on the part of the government, okay, with regards to farm subsidies and farm loans, which drives up the price of fruits and vegetables, okay, and yet makes healthy food basically something for an elite class, okay, and poor people are forced to eat fast food, junk food, and things that are cheaper. See, the cheaper food is bad for you. The more expensive food is good for you. So where's the part of the accountability on the government for keeping America obese? And then where is the part of the accountability on the average person for their own health and keeping themselves in shape? We can't talk about that in America because that's called fat shaming. No, it's not called fat shaming. It's called accountability. It's trying to raise awareness how important keeping yourself in shape, maintaining your health is for a variety of reasons, including what we just came to find out, which is coronavirus and a virus that will make your body more susceptible to the illness. So let's talk about accountability. What other accountability can we talk to? Let's talk about the accountability of parents and the responsibility of parents over, say, a 13-year-old who's out at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning with a gun shooting at moving vehicles. Where's the accountability for the parents? Okay, I'm going to tell you something I saw literally this weekend in my town. Driving down a street, there was a cross street that has a stop sign, and a kid rode through the stop sign on his bike doing a wheelie, taking his time. Where is the accountability of the parent telling the kid not to do that? Because you know what? Someone else could be driving down the street, maybe another parent with kids in the back seat, and you know what? They hit that person. And now that parent who hits that kid who's being irresponsible has to live with the rest of their life how they took that kid's life. So where's the accountability of the parent to tell their kids, look, you got to do things right. Don't break the law, okay? Don't do stupid things that are going to put you in danger. Because I'm going to tell you this. I grew up in a town, Hackensack, New Jersey. Everyone knew everyone. All of our neighbors, we all knew each other. We didn't just go to our house and there was no technological devices where we just sat in and ignored one another. Everyone knew each other. Even the block I live now, I make a point to know the names of all my neighbors, to say hello to all my neighbors. See, because back in the day, when a kid screwed up, the parents would go tell the other parents, and then the kid would get yelled at. See, nowadays, okay, you can't do that. Don't yell at my kid. Don't tell me how to raise my kid. So where's the accountability with parents and their responsibility of raising their kids right? Let's talk more accountability. What about the accountability of the news and the media in making sure that the information we get is correct? And when they're wrong, to correct themselves. We were fed Russian disinformation for 3 years. And then when it came out to be wrong, no one has apologized for it. Remember the Hunter Biden story, which got squashed as, no, it's not true. There's nothing here, nothing to see here. And then all of a sudden, we kind of screwed that up. Where's the accountability of the media, okay, to put out real information with regards to COVID as opposed to the fear mongering and the doom and gloom? Okay, because I'll show you right now. Here's the accountability. Since the mask mandates were dropped in states across the country, I drew a line down the middle of the 25 of the 50 states. And what you will see is the mask mandate really doesn't have that big of an impact. But you're not going to hear that in the news. And I circled the one state where the guy who wrote a book about himself, about leadership, we know what that guy is, right? Where's the accountability for the media to report on the actual statistics with regards to coronavirus spread and the effects masks may or may not have? While we have certain doctors, again, that shall remain nameless, wearing 2 masks, telling us even if you have the vaccine, you still have to wear a double mask. You can't be around each other. Where's the accountability for that? And by the way, here are the death rates in those states, and you will see, once again, not a big difference. Not a big difference with regards to where's the accountability there? Where's the accountability of our media when they talk about how police shootings are a systemic racial issue and not a policing issue, when the truth of the matter is, here are the statistics. Here are the actual statistics on police shootings since 2017 to 2021. And the people that are shot by police by race. See this first column here? This is white people. The second column here, this is black people. Statistically, white people are shot more than black people. And in comparison to actual population, the ratios are pretty equivalent. Now, once again, as I said in my video yesterday, I am not saying that there is not racial profiling in the police. It has been proven. But with regards to shootings, with regards to actual statistics, with regards to shootings, why doesn't the media hold themselves accountable for telling you the truth? Rather than create, again, the fear that they want to perpetuate, because fear sells. Fear sells advertising time. Fear sells themselves to you. Where's the rest of the accountability on the news reporting situations where, you know what, where police do their job well? For example, in New York City, there was a young man in a subway station with an AK-47 who was arrested. No shots fired. Nothing. Where's the accountability for the media to show when cops do their job well? Where's the accountability for the media when a young man goes into a supermarket in Publix after the Colorado shooting? These are all the weapons he had. There he is, loaded up in a supermarket, ready to shoot. Not any shots fired. Nothing. This is the young man that was taken out alive. No shots fired. Where is the accountability of the media in those situations? So you know what? When we talk about accountability, we are all accountable. Every one of us. The media, parents, ourselves, for our own health. At what point, by the way, let's talk about the media. At what point are Hollywood elite accountable for the acts of a Harvey Weinstein, of all these producers that they turned a blind eye to all of these things all of these producers were doing while they were getting movies? Where was that accountability? Where's the accountability of China with regards to the coronavirus, with regards to their human rights violations? I guess as long as Jeff Bezos and all of these companies, Microsoft, the NBA, as long as everyone's making billions of dollars, I guess we don't have to hold them accountable for anything, do we? No. Where's the accountability of somebody like Chris Cuomo who has the nerve to tell us how police should act in a situation when he was called Fredo, that he equated to the N-word, which is ridiculous, because I have to tell you, I'm an Italian. I was called everything as a kid. Guinea, Dago, Wop, whatever. Fredo is a reference to a movie that basically someone was calling him a chump. And his reaction to being called a chump was threatening to fight the person and throw that person down the stairs. I dare you to say it again. I dare. That's Chris Cuomo. He went into straight roid rage, but yet he's going to tell police officers how to do their job. Where's the accountability of Chris Cuomo to hold himself accountable that he was almost unable to control himself in a non-violent confrontation? So let's talk about accountability. How about you be accountable for yourself? How about we start taking self-accountability? How about we start being accountable for our neighbors? How about we start being our brother's keepers, be responsible for our neighbors, and try to do well? How about we start looking at our children, and when they screw up, acknowledge it, as opposed to just play it off, because otherwise it would be somehow your failure as a parent. Well, accept that accountability, that maybe you're not that good at your job and need to be better at your job. So when we talk about accountability, let's talk about accountability. How about that accountability, LeBron?